Good afternoon. At this time, I would like to request that all guests please turn off their cell phones and refrain from using any electronic devices during the ceremony. Please take note of the emergency exits at the side and the rear of the auditorium. Please stand, ladies and gentlemen, for the posting of our colors and remain standing through Lift Every Voice and Sing. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you sing by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets in glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave? Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join me in saying the Student Pledge of Excellence. I respect myself, others, and school rules. I give my full attention to whomever is speaking. I study and complete homework to the best of my abilities. I take notes and contribute to classroom activities. I strive for excellence.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea.
Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on to victory is won.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Thank you. Good afternoon, members of the Board of Education, Central Office administrators, teachers, staff of Turtle Hook Middle School, parents, relatives, guests, on behalf of my administrative team, Assistant Principal, Ms. Nicole Johnson, and Dean of Academic Services, Ms. Anna Ritter, and the entire Turtle Hook staff, it is my pleasure to welcome you to our annual promotional ceremony for Turtle Hook Middle School. I'm happy to celebrate with all of you as we prepare for another milestone in the lives of our sons and daughters. Students, as you look back over the last 3 years at Turtle Hook, I'm sure that you can see the many ways that you have grown physically, emotionally, and intellectually. This year alone, I have watched you mature and become the leaders of tomorrow. You hold the potential to fulfill your dreams. E. Cummings said, "It takes courage to grow and become who you really are." Within our class, there are future doctors, lawyers, teachers, inventors, and entrepreneurs. The only thing that limits your dream is you and the choices that you make. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. William Lloyd. You're welcome, sir.
I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Turtle Hook Middle School scholars and the college graduating class of 2025 on this educational milestone. As Dr. Humphrey said, I want to congratulate our future artists, musicians, educators, doctors, nurses, surgeons, scientists, lawyers, senators, governors, entrepreneurs, and presidents of the United States. You know, one critical factor in your success is that the teachers are instrumental in the youngsters' development. I'm going to ask all staff members, teachers' assistants, administrators, all Turtle Hook staff to please stand up to be acknowledged. Thank you. I'd like to introduce the Board of Education, members who work tirelessly with Central Administration on policy and advocacy to positively impact each and every one of our scholars. Mr. Emerson Mott, President. Dr. Terry Mangum, Vice President. Mr. Neville Georges, Trustee. Mr. James M. Sharp III, Trustee. Ladies and gentlemen, is this facility a world-class facility that we have right here? You know, 10 years ago, the Board of Education told me, they said, you know what, Dr. Lloyd, we have to build a world-class facility for our world-class students. And that's what they did. Now, with the increased enrollment in our district because of the superb, great programs that we have, you know what? We're going to ask for your help again. We're going to have to expand sometime in this December. So we're going to ask you for your support because we're going to float a bond to expand our schools. So my question is, do we have your support? Next, I'd like to introduce members of my central team. Ms. Myrtle Dixon, Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources. And I think this next gentleman, ladies and gentlemen, is really important. I think you should give him a big round of applause because it's so important in our society for students and scholars to have realistic and attainable role models. This gentleman is a Uniondale High School graduate who's the Assistant Superintendent of Business and has a CPA. He's retiring this year, Mr. Bancroft Burke. I'm going to ask all my scholars to stand up. That's right. That's you folks. I want you to give your parents, your guardians, your relatives, your grandparents, your uncles, your friends a great big round of applause and thank them for getting you here so far. Okay, scholars, quietly sit down. Come on in, there's some more seats right over here. You're not late, come on. One of the key criteria, ladies and gentlemen, of schools that are measured is by academic performance. The goal of Uniondale School District has always been to provide scholars with rigorous, rich, relevant education to strengthen our scholars' abilities. Ladies and gentlemen, I am extremely happy to announce and report some data regarding this outstanding class. 92% of our scholars who are graduating here who took a Regents examination, Living Environment, which is a high school course, passed the Regents. %100% of the scholars who took the Integrated Algebra Regents assessment passed. And I want to give a shout out to Kayla Hart. Stand up. Kayla Hart is the daughter of my director of mathematics, so you better perform well. She got a 98 in the Regents. Congratulations, young lady. Now, I would be here until tomorrow morning acknowledging all these wonderful accomplishments of our students. However, we're going to talk about a few. So when I call your name, would you please stand? Isabella Mercado. Isabella is a great young lady who is musically inclined. No, Mom, if I leave something out, I want you to tell me. She was president of the Ladies Distinction Club, student ambassador, has been in orchestra for 3 years. This young lady has a grade point average, ladies and gentlemen, of 92%. I'm going to ask Isabella's mom, dad, relatives, guardians to please stand up to be acknowledged. Thank you. You may be seated. Lauren Bentajak, please stand. Lauren is a terrific scholar who has a passion for music. She has been a member of the chorus, select choir, and drama club for 3 years. Lauren has a grade point average, ladies and gentlemen, of 94. And she will be performing at the Cultural Arts Playhouse next season. I'm going to ask Lauren's family members to please stand up to be acknowledged. Thank you. You may be seated. Danielle Dockery, please stand. Danielle is an exceptional and talented young lady. She won first place in the science research program held in Albany. Ladies and gentlemen, she has a grade point average of 95%. And would like to major in mechanical engineering. I'd like her parents, family members to please stand up to be acknowledged. Thank you. Yasmiri Martinez, please stand. Yasmiri is a kind-hearted young lady who has mentored several students in the school. She won many science competitions and has participated in the National Broadcom Masters. Yosmeri has a grade point average, ladies and gentlemen, of 96%. Her ambition is to go to medical school. I'm going to ask her family members to please stand up to be acknowledged. Jordan Acosta, please stand. Congratulations to you. This young man came to the United States 2.5 years ago. Within 1 year, not only did he learn English, but he is also promoted to all honor classes and excelled in each and every class. This gentleman, ladies and gentlemen, has a grade point average of 99.7. How do you pronounce your last name? Okay. I'm going to ask his parents, family members, relatives to please stand up to be acknowledged. Great job, man. Congratulations to you. Would all the scholars who are on the honor roll and high honor roll please stand to be acknowledged? Give them another round of applause. Thanks, scholars. You may be seated. You know, it's also very important, ladies and gentlemen, to understand the importance of community service and giving back. Therefore, our 8th grade scholars participated in the Trick or Treat and UNICEF and raised over $1,000 for donations. To my scholars, I leave you with this thought. You can't change the direction of the wind, but you can adjust the sails to always reach your destination. This speaks to the need to be flexible, to be resilient, and above all, to keep your eyes and your efforts on your dreams and goals in life. Do not allow anyone to discourage you from being the very best you can be. Do not surrender your power to others and blow here and there like weeds in the wind. Instead, decide to be empowered, stand firm and tall, and always be your best. To the Turtle Hook Middle School scholars and college graduating class of 2025, congratulations to my future artists, musicians, educators, doctors, nurses, surgeons, lawyers, senators, governors, and again, future presidents of the United States. May God bless each and every one of you. It is now my distinct honor and privilege to introduce our Board of Education President, Mr. Emerson Mott. Thank you.